Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. We'd like to remind you that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. The Northwest Caucus in the House of Representatives has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for signing the Northwest Development Commission bill into law. They made the commendation at a press conference held at the National Assembly. Leader of the caucus, Sada Soli Jibia, says by assenting to the bill, the president has demonstrated good leadership and proven to be a man of his words. Vice President Kashim Shettima has asked Nigerians to prioritize constructive action of how to solve the prevailing challenges in the country instead of preparing for protest. The Vice President gave the advice when he announced the participation in the Grand Challenges Nigeria Project, a global health initiative aimed at combating malnutrition and food insecurity in Nigeria. Shettima, who unveiled the partnership targeted at addressing Nigeria's pressing nutritional challenges with the Nutrition Society of Nigeria during a high-level meeting at the Presidential Villa Abuja, emphasized the need for constructive action over protest, even as he acknowledged the hardship being faced by Nigerians due to recent economic reforms, particularly the removal of fuel subsidies. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged citizens planning nationwide protests to exercise caution while expressing their grievances. The governor also emphasized that the state government is open to dialogue and peaceful resolution of issues. In a statement released by his special advisor and media publicity, Gboyega Akosile, Governor Sanwo-Olu acknowledged the constitutional right of citizens to voice their concerns about the socio-economic situation in the country, but cautioned against the utterances that could endanger public safety and peace. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reiterated the commitment of the federal government to address the needs of Nigerians. Global Television's correspondent Kike Lomo-Okere reports that the president stated this at an emergency meeting with the All Progressives Congress state governors, prominent traditional rulers and Islamic religious scholars at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja, as part of efforts by the government to ensure the planned hunger protest slated for August 1st to 10th is averted nationwide.
The Director of Defense Media Operation noted that although citizens have a right to ventilate their grievances and also protest as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, the military will, however, not condone any form of violence, gathering, or protest. He cited potential targets, including individuals with basic possessions, place of worship, businesses, and markets. Major General Buba urged citizens to recognize the unique circumstances surrounding the protest and call for calm, while allowing the government to address the situation and restore national prosperity.
Citizens have a right to peaceful protest. They do not have a right to mobilize for anarchy and unleash terror. On his part, will not stand by and allow anarchy to befall our nation. This is because we have seen wars and have witnessed anarchy in countries in which we have cooperated.
Following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's directive to increase oil production in the Niger Delta region, General Buba says the military has taken drastic action against crude oil theft, adding that a unified command structure has been established to ensure transparency and accountability in the oil sector and ensure that culprits are prosecuted.
Our surveillance efforts on vessels, terminals, and oil infrastructures to include jackets that house wellheads, and most importantly, we are monitoring to ensure that culprits are prosecuted by agencies responsible for doing so.
He emphasized that the military is committed to maintaining peace and stability, hence will not hesitate to take action against any element that threatens national security. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
Ahead of the planned nationwide protest against bad governance, the federal government has tightened security at all nations' borders. Comptroller General of Immigration Service, Kemi Nandap, gave the order to all zonal heads, state command controllers, and divisional immigration officers of the service, across the country. Service spokesman DCI Kenneth Udor says the directive is to ensure that foreign elements do not come into the country to participate in the protest. The national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, Shehu Gabam, has asked President Bola Tinubu to address the nation ahead of the planned August 1st nationwide hunger protest under the hashtag End Bad Governance in Nigeria. Gabam stated this during a TV interview. The planned protest, scheduled for August 1st to 10th, 2024, has been a subject of discussion among Nigerians over the past week, although no group has claimed responsibility as the organizers of the protest. Ifeanyi Ubah, senator representing Anambra South District in the National Assembly, is dead. The politician and businessman died in the United Kingdom. Senator Ubah was said to have departed Nigeria for the UK 2 days ago. Sources revealed that he died in a UK hospital, where he went for an operation. The Senate has expressed shock over the demise of the senator representing Anambra South, Ifeanyi Ubah. The news of Senator Ubah's death broke in the early hours. In a statement by its spokesman, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, APC's Ekiti South, the Senate described the deceased as a dedicated and committed lawmaker. Adaramodu says throughout his tenure in the Senate, Ubah demonstrated unwavering dedication to the progress and development of Anambra South and Nigeria as a whole. Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, has described the death of the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, as a huge loss to the country. He says Iwuanyanwu, within his lifetime, worked for the peace and development of the Southeast.
He steered the affairs of Ohanaeze Ndigbo until death. As President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, he reached out to the west, reached out to the north, reached out to the middle belt, preaching unity and reconciliation for the development of our nation. Haji Agaba was a great man, a man I respected so much. I pray Almighty God will show mercy to him, and his mercy, his soul will rest in peace. Adieu for us that he left behind, and all those that will be touched by his death. May God grant us the fortitude to bear the loss.
The Spelman College, a leader in the education of women of African descent based in Atlanta, has signed an educational agreement in collaboration with 3 Lagos-based universities, University of Lagos, Lagos State University, and Pan-Atlantic University. This was in recognition of the 50-year Sister Cities partnership between Lagos and Atlanta, aimed to deepen U.S.-Nigeria educational ties and support with a focus on women's education. According to a statement, the president of Spelman College and a member of the U.S. President's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement, Dr. Helen Gill, explained that one of the overarching goals of the U.S. President's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement was to strengthen educational ties and exchanges between African diaspora in the United States and African communities. A landmine exploded under a Nigerian military vehicle, killing 7 soldiers in the northeastern area where Islamic State-affiliated jihadists are active. This was made known by anti-jihadist militia. The soldiers were heading to Kukawa when the vehicle drove over an improvised explosive device. All the 7 soldiers in the van died in the explosion at Bawati village. Anti-jihadist military leader Babakoro Kolo says the incident was also confirmed by another military official, Ibrahim Liman. In a bid to prevent flooding, improve navigation and enhance the overall ecosystem in Ilaje, Eseldo Council area of Ondo State, the Oil Producing Areas Development Commission has cleared the waterways and removed hyacinths across the mandate areas. The exercise was supervised by the Secretary of the Commission, Princess Abike Bayo Ilawole. Bayo Ilawole says the initiative aims at enhancing economic activities and ensuring the safety of life and properties in the area. You're watching the news cycle coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When news cycle returns, we'll bring you other stories right after this break. Do stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, if you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the news cycle. In business, the federal government says it has mobilized $2.2 billion in external finance for the Nigeria Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative. This came as President Bola Tinubu approved the establishment of the sector-wide coordinating office program management unit domiciled in the office of the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare. The federal government, in a statement signed by Tinubu's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Hajurin Galale, says the move is to ensure efficient, transparent and accountable management of external grants mobilized towards the implementation of the Nigeria Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative. The Central Bank of Nigeria has disbursed $148 million to 29 authorized dealers as part of steps to stabilize the foreign exchange market amid the recent free fall of the naira. A statement posted on the Apex Bank website revealed the sales were made to the dealers on Monday, July 22nd and July 23rd, 2024, between an exchange rate of 1,470 naira per dollar and 1,510 naira per dollar. According to the CBN, the authorized dealers includes banks and BDC operators. Worried by the growing barriers to trade, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Uzoka-Anite, and the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Ifeanyi Okeke, has called on stakeholders on the need to address these obstacles. They made the call at a one-day workshop organized by The Sun in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment in support of the World Trade Organization in Abuja. The minister says cumbersome regulations, standards and conformity assessment procedures can stifle integration, limit market access and undermine competitiveness. The Nigerian Senate has commenced moves to unravel the circumstances behind the importation of hazardous petroleum products into the country. The 15-man ad hoc committee constituted by the Senate leadership reinstated this commitment at its inaugural briefing in Abuja. Kikelomo Okere completes the report.
Chairman of the committee and the leader of the Senate, Opeyemi Bamidele, says the terms of reference will see them invite relevant stakeholders to answer questions regarding the shortcoming in the petroleum sector. The committee, however, warns that any entity that fails to show up during the investigation may be compelled to do so through a warrant of arrest by Inspector General of Police.
Our investigation seeks to identify and hold accountable all parties involved in the importation and distribution of the adulterated petroleum products, PMS and AGO. This includes suppliers, importers, regulatory bodies, and any other entity that may have contributed to this serious lapse in quality control.
The Senate leader says the committee will unravel reasons why local refineries are mostly not operational. He added that the ad hoc will use the National Assembly recess period to carry out investigation to culminate in a public hearing for September 12 to 14, 2024.
With a view to addressing fundamental issues that pose grave threats to our economic prosperity, fiscal stability, and public health as a nation. In line with our mandate, we will definitely unravel the roots of economic sabotage in Nigeria's petroleum industry and make necessary recommendations that will entrench global best practices in the industry and open it up for more investments, especially in the midstream and downstream sectors.
Some of the entities expected to submit their memorandum of understanding include Minister of State Petroleum, Minister of Finance and Trade, the NNPCL, CBN, NIMASA, Customs, Nigerian Navy, Dangote Oil, Obat Oil, among others. Kikelomo Okeri, Global Television News.
On the foreign scene, presidential candidate Donald Trump on his Truth Social platform says he will return to holding outdoor rallies with additional Secret Service protection 2 weeks after he was injured in an assassination attempt at an open-air campaign event. His remarks came after the Secret Service reportedly encouraged Trump's campaign to stop scheduling outdoor campaign events following his assassination attempt, opting instead for large indoor arenas. Trump was wounded when a 20-year-old gunman shot at him during an outdoor rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, killing one person and injuring 2 others. The Israeli military issued new evacuation orders for residents of southern Gaza's Khan Yunis city after retrieving the bodies of 5 Israelis and warning of new operations. The United Nations says more than 180,000 Palestinians have already fled fierce fighting in Khan Yunis since the military began an operation in the area. In sports, as the 2024 Paris Olympic Games gets underway in France, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has charged Team Nigeria at the Games to be worthy ambassadors of the country. In a statement by Ajorin Galale, special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Tinubu says Tinubu has sent his full support and that of over 200 million Nigerians to the team, saying the citizens were praying and cheering for their success. A total of 88 Team Nigeria athletes, including 63 women and 25 men, are flying Nigeria's flag in 12 sports at the Paris Olympics. That's it on the news cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching. See you again.